Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Donna Feazell. I'm your host of Donna's Edge Talk Show, where truth matters. Thank you so much for watching every day, Monday through Friday, beginning at 1 p.m. Central Time, as I get to ride home with you in the afternoon. You can find us on the radio at icradio.media, where we are now Fox News affiliates. You can also find us on television, Channel 182, Charter Communications, and Abundance Television, found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Don't forget the podcast on thenewscasters.com and all of the social media sites, including Facebook, MeWe, YouTube, when they don't kick me off. And it's always so good again to, to be with you. I have everybody's favorite guest. And this is Silk with us of Diamond and Silk. Hi, Silk. How are you doing today?
Hi, Donna. I'm doing magnificent. I cannot complain, and I hope everybody is doing well.
Yeah, everybody is doing well, and everybody is always so excited to have you on the show. Absolutely. Well, we've got a lot to talk about.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I'd just like to know what nickname you have for Kamala Harris. Everybody has one.
Cackling Hen.
Okay.
Mine is Kamala. Yes.
Mine is Copycat Kamala.
Yes.
So she's copying now all the things she said she hated about Trump. And she says, which I don't believe, she says that's what she's going to implement if she were to be president of the United States. What do you say?
Well, you know, the deal is, I want people to understand, she can implement whatever needs to be implemented right now. Okay. Why wait?
What are we waiting on?
Why allow people to suffer underneath her and Joe Biden's tyranny and inflation and Biden nation? Huh? Why allow people to suffer when this can be what she's talking about implemented? It could have happened in 2021. Okay. That's what people need to understand. There is something really seriously going on here, Donna, that people need to understand. These people, they're not out here. This is not about election. No. This is about deflecting. Okay. So that you can look the other way when they steal it again. All right. So they'll tell you anything, a bald-faced lie if they have to, for you to try to believe it or for you to believe it so that they can steal it again. Okay. Now, when I look at Kamala Harris, Cackling Hen Kamala, I call her a DEI, didn't earn it. So she's a DEI presidential candidate that was installed. And she didn't earn no votes. She didn't earn one delegate. So that makes her a dictator. Okay. And they're just using her face as a puppet. She's just a puppet right now so that they can hide their faces. That's what's going on here. So she's just sitting there like a bird on a perch, just sitting there. Why the main puppet masters are behind the scenes pulling the string. And I believe that the real string is cheating. We're looking to beat Kamala, but it's not about beating Kamala. It's about getting to the deep state machine. That's who we got to be. Okay. It's not about Kamala. She's just another face. That's all she is. It's about what's running that face. That's what we got to beat.
What are your thoughts about, she's really not the last one. What are your thoughts about they're going to oust her off the stage and put somebody else in at the last minute? What are your thoughts?
You talking about what? Doing a DNC?
Just get the heck rid of her, because I mean, even they are irritated at her cackling.
That's why they're hiding her. Okay. I don't know if they would. I think they've got such a bad press with abandoning the primary process and installing her to the point where I don't think they want to get no more of that bad talk. Okay. They've already spent money to hype her up, to pay people to support her. And I have to say allegedly, because I was not paid, but I did see, where people was talking about they were paid and how they were offered money in order to support her and not support President Trump. Okay. So that hype is basically have died down. Okay. All right. So now what they got to do is figure out how they're going to get through the next, almost 60 some days. All right. So how they're going to do it, I feel, is hide her. They're going to keep her hidden at all costs. as much as possible. Have her to speak as less as possible, because once again, she's nothing but a puppet, just like Jim Crow Joe Biden. Hell, we didn't even know what the hell he was saying. You know, he couldn't even get 3 words to form a sentence. Okay, but they kept him hidden. All right, and they said he got 81 million votes. So they planned, it's the same script and pretty much different cast and same cast, if you ask me. Because when I couldn't look at the DNC. All right, I couldn't look at it.
I didn't see any of it.
It was very, very evil. But for the snippets that came down my feed, I saw that the same old diabolical, imbecilic, demonic, evil bastards that help destroy this country was up there on the stage spewing a lot of lies. From what I could read, I didn't even want to hear their voices because I knew it was packed full of lies. Okay, so I didn't even look at that. But once again, what they want to do is continue to hype her up so they can keep her hidden. That's all, because they don't want you to see them. All right. That's my thought.
Yeah, but all you have to do is do just a little bit of research, just a little bit. It doesn't take that much. And so, you know, she's always using the word, and the whole bunch, they use this word joy a lot. I mean, for crying out loud. And they're trying to say, and the VP pick, I can't bring myself to say this guy's name. I just can't do it. But anyway, this VP pick was talking about, he said, oh, that laugh. You know, he says it like, and we're all sitting here, I would rather hear your long fingernails on a
blackboard or a chalkboard.
I would rather hear that. Yeah.
Okay, listen, I don't have a problem saying his name. I call him Tampon Timmy. All right. Tampon Timmy, yeah. He wants to write, he wrote legislation or wrote rules to allow tampons in a boys' bathroom in elementary school, okay? And I'm thinking to myself, where they gonna put this tampon at? The boys, the little boys, okay? So he's introducing that, he's going along with it, and he's amplifying this. So something is seriously wrong with him. I don't look at the child. I don't look at school. I'm looking at this bastard. Something is seriously wrong with him. His mannerism, something is seriously wrong with him. Makes me want to know, is he hiding in the closet? To me, he's not even hiding. He's just letting it all, let his freak flag fly. He's just letting it all hang out, okay? But they bring in this clown because he's able to push their agenda, all right? He's able to push their agenda. And that's what the deep state snakes and the deep state, I want to say cabal, the elitists, this is what they want to push on the will of the people. And this is their platform. They've clearly laid out their platform. When you have an abortion bus outside of the event of the DNC,
that's pretty bad.
You're murdering human life while on the inside talking about we're going to have all of this joy. What's so joyous in murdering babies? Okay, and they're doing it via abortion. All right, you got another bus out there for for men to come in and have vasectomies. What do snipping off a man's balls have to do with this inflation where people can't even buy no meatballs? They can't even afford to buy food. Okay. Their thought process is like a mental illness to me. It's like a mental illness. How I'm just looking at a number of people that's in our country who really truly is going for this. How many people is really truly going for this? See, this stuff is staged to make it appear like all of these people are okay with men messing with children, and these pedophiles messing with children. Okay. No. The average American citizen is not okay with that. They're not okay with killing children, all of this abortion, and snipping off boys' balls. They're not okay with that. I'm just sorry. I just gotta just say how I see it.
It is. That's how it is. It's that simple.
It's just that simple.
Yeah.
People are trying to survive right now. They can't even wake up to live life. They're waking up the next day to figure out how they're going to survive life. That's a shame that we have that going on in our country. And it's another thing that's a shame is that we have a constitutional republic, and it don't seem to be working for the will of the people. It don't seem to be working because we have a two-party system, Democrats and Republicans. All right, we have all of this, but nothing seems to be working for the will of the people. It appears that all of these bastards are corrupt.
That's what I think. Okay. Now the state of Alabama, where I'm living right now, is supposed to be a Republican. It's supposed to be a red state. It is not a red state. I'm just telling you, it is not. So I mean, I'm having to watch the state of Alabama taxes all the time. I got a nice little tax bill in, with some interesting penalties. Well, guess I'm having to prove I'm right. But see, I've ticked off a lot of folks in Montgomery as well. Because, and this is what I say, I am not really a Democrat or a Republican. I'm neither one.
No.
Because I think the Republicans could have done something years ago to have corrected this whole thing. We wouldn't be going through this right now, Silk.
They could still do something right now. We have attorney generals, we have Republican attorney generals, Republican DAs, we have Republican judges, we have a Republican Congress. They also have the power to do something right now.
Good.
But they're wimps. They're sitting on their behind spreading like butter. Okay, they're not doing absolutely nothing. All right, and I just understood that. I just heard that Jack Smith just did something against President Trump with indicting him again. Okay, Jack Smith is not even lawfully and legally appointed to even bring forth all of these different cases. Okay, but you can tell that the Democrats are losing. All right, they just freaking out. But to continue to bring all of these cases and try to make it look a certain way, when is the Republican attorney generals and DA going to go after these people who are illegally doing what they're doing against President Trump and against the will of the people? Even when it comes down to our food, our water, poisoning our food, poisoning our water, poisoning our air, poisoning the medicines, poisoning this engineered bioweaponry that they're pushing on the will of the people. Okay, the mosquitoes, this genetically mosquitoes that they done put out here. All right, where is the Republicans at on this for this so-called two-party?
They're sleeping. They're sitting there spending the money that they're gathering just as much as the Democrats are.
Yeah, and I keep saying it doesn't matter if you're left wing, right wing, or in between. It don't matter if you're a Democrat, a Republican, an independent, whatever you are. Right now, it's about being an American citizen. And how the hell are we going to save America? That's what the end goal is going to have to be. That's what it's going to have to be.
This is what it boils down to, though. Okay, it boils down to two things that then I'm seeing boots on the ground, the normal average Joe walking around. Okay, people are concerned because they can't pay their bills. They have these high interest rates on every single thing they try. Now, we're from the old school. We don't buy anything until we can pay cash for it. We just do without. You know, and you'll wind up being ahead. It'll take you a little while, but you'll wind up being ahead. Okay, so it's that, and it's also immigration. So let me tell you what's happening right here in my area. In the good little state of Alabama, it's supposed to be a red state. Okay, so just right up the road from me, 10 minutes up the road from me is a town called Albertville, Alabama. So charter buses are coming in, and Haitians are in there. And what they're doing is they're letting these Haitians off the buses, and they're going all to the same place. I used to have a store in this area, so I know the area well. It used to be a nice area. Well, it's not so nice anymore. People are coming up. Men, by the way, I don't know about you, but I have worked for a corporate before, and I never brought a briefcase, or I brought a briefcase, but I never brought a suitcase in like I want to go live there. I saw enough of the people every day. I didn't know what to do tonight. Well, they're walking off with suitcases and supposedly being bused to work. But it's never the same people. So people are beginning to finally wake up around here. So they're like, wait a minute. What's going on? It's not the same people. They're going in and out of this one building. Oh, there used to be a church a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're moving them into my area.
They're replacing Americans. Okay, listen, we are the wise. We have awakened to the deep state hoopla. They want to kill us off. Okay, they don't want us around. We don't wised up to their mess. Okay, so they want to replace us with people so they can start making them promises. And by the time they realize they're not going to get what they've been promised, then they'll kill them off. It's just been a whole cycle, a whole depopulation cycle. Just years, decades upon decades upon decades, they've been doing it. But I do truly believe that right now we have the ammunition that we truly need to win this. Okay. And when I say win this, I'm not talking about just voting, because they're going to cheat. They're going to cheat. And I was just talking to my husband. I was like, well, if we already know, why waste time? We already know these people going to cheat. Why can't we cheat? Why can't we cheat like they going to cheat to get our country back?
Because we would all be packed up and sent to prison. Under the prison cell, and they'll throw away the key. You know that. They know people like me and you. They know us. Right.
That's okay. So I thank you for playing that devil's advocate. I love that. Okay. Here's the deal. Where are the Republicans? Where are the American Republicans? Where are the MAGA at? Let me just speak about MAGA.
I'm happy to be a MAGA.
Let me speak about MAGA, who's also in Congress, in the Senate, who's also in certain places. That's an attorney general, that's a DA. What about those individuals? Okay, so they're gonna have to step up to the plate here, because something's gonna have to give. If not, they're going to steal it from us. That's why they won't bring Kamala out. Okay, so if they're gonna cheat, hey, we're gonna have to pull out all of the stops, honey.
Let me tell you something. This woman is an imbecile. Okay, so she it's like we're all little 2-year-olds or 5 years old in kindergarten. And so what she likes to do is she tries to show that she knows big words, and she winds up making a jackass out of herself. This is what she does. Okay, so I thought I was going to just die laughing. I had to send this out to a few people. So she said, there's a word. It's called hypothesis. Did you hear that one? She's talking about the word hypothesis. Well, actually, it's an intelligent idea. We were taught that when I was in the 7th grade, what this word was. An intelligent idea. It's like a scientific whatever. And so it's like, everybody look at me. I know how to say the word hypothesis.
Yes.
Sitting there looking at her like, are you kidding me? Are you like 14? And you're trying to show some intelligence, but you have absolutely no intelligence.
Yeah. Well, you have a lot of people out there that's about self. Okay. The heck with everybody else. They are about self. All right. But how do we get MAGA in there? All right. So that we can block whoever you're the person that you're speaking about. Okay. When it comes down to voting. All right. And I thought that we had individuals in there. Okay. This is what I thought, that we had individuals in there, but evidently not. I believe that these people actually truly are getting paid off. And I believe that there's a lot of people that's infiltrating the MAGA movement and acting as a MAGA supporter.
Let me tell you something I listen to.
Yes.
I listen to these politicians. I'm talking about on the Republican side. It's a gimme for the Democrats. They're all lunatics. But I'm talking about, forget them. They're what they are. I can't change them. Okay. But I'm talking about people who profess to be, I love the country. I love Trump. I'm a conservative. This is a bunch of bull, because when they are asked about January 6th, they even say that we were at fault. No, we were not at fault either. We were not. This has been overblown. And let me tell you something, Silk. This is from somebody that I know who was there. Okay. This woman is like me. She's in Alabama. People think she's lunatic, crazy, like they do, like I am.
Mhm.
All because we can think for ourselves and we know how to actually hold a conversation with folks. Okay,
Right.
so Ann Eubank is her name. You need to look her up. She's with the Alabama Legislative Watchdogs, and she says it like it is. So Ann, during January 6th, okay, so she called me and she said, "You're not going to believe all hell is breaking loose here." And
Mhm.
I said, "What's going on?" And she said, "I'll take you when I get back to my hotel room." So she goes back to the hotel room and she said, "I'm going to tell you before the news gets it out. I'm going to tell you what really happened." She said, "We were all facing the Capitol." She said, "There were a bunch of preachers and folks on one side. I was on the other side. A bunch of just everyday normal folks, like you see at a regular Trump rally,
Right.
were there in the middle. There were 3 different seats, I guess you would say, of folks, spectators there." She said some buses come up. And she said, "Those people didn't look like the rest of us." Now she said, like my friends and me, we were all sitting together. Well, they were coming off the bus going through that middle aisle. They were going through that middle where a bunch of folks were, and they were infiltrating that middle aisle. No, they didn't go to the other 2 places. They went there. She thinks Pence was in on it. She said, because the very second he said, "Let's break and go for lunch," those crazy people dressed all weird and freaky started running. And then a bunch of fool Republicans started running up there with them, thinking that was what they were supposed to do. You know, someone lost his life. But she said it was not like they're saying on the news.
Exactly.
And I believe her.
That I believe her too. Especially after looking at all of the videos. Once this happened, okay, they immediately put out a video clip of different clips put together to show the world that this is what's happening. All right. Before Republicans stopped to see what was actually happening, they started reporting the same thing that the left-wing media was reporting. Okay. I remember when my sister and I used to do our show on this particular network. And at that time, when we started talking about J6, they always wanted to run that video as our B-roll until I stopped them. I told them, don't run that during our show. When we're talking about January 6th, run this or don't run nothing at all. Do not run that one B-roll, because that B-roll is what they put together cleverly to make it appear like all of this stuff that they're talking about, to make it look like it was MAGA, when MAGA was actually being shot, beaten. They shot tear gas into the peaceful crowd. Okay, MAGA was fighting for their life, and they don't talk about none of that. But the videos now that we get to see that's coming out shows that it was the police that took the first shot. But imagine if people would have waited to see what actually happened. Now there's this stigma out there, this thing out there that's basically saying, oh, the what they say, January 6th, it was they call it
insurrection. I am so tired of hearing that.
Yeah, they call it all of that. Yeah. And so that's what's out there. That's what they have out there, and it's totally a lie. It's a
lie. But now we're okay with Ferguson. Okay, with people going in and out of beating cops over the head. Yeah. But even at that, you could see the cops standing to the side, allowing it to happen.
Yeah. Were they told to stand down?
Were they real cops, or were they just people dressed up as cops?
No, the police officers were told to stand down. Now, were they real cops up there at the Capitol on January the 6th? I don't know if they were actually real police officers or stage officers. Okay. But what happened in 2020, what they call the summer of love. Okay. You had officers, you had different commanders telling their officers to stand down. Okay. That's what we saw. And how many of those individuals have been arrested with all of the billions of dollars of damages that was done with them actually burning down the different cities, and especially within the Black communities, burning up buildings and different things. And then you had that cackling hen Kamala helping to raise funds to get these people released from jail, okay, to raise money for their bond.
Is that not enough to make anybody with a half a pea brain of a brain at all in their head to say, no, I don't want her? That alone would be enough.
Let me tell you, I was listening to a conversation the other day, okay? And the fool that was on the other end, he was all about Kamala because she's Black. Oh, she gonna win. He had so much hate, even though he couldn't even didn't even have enough money to get the ingredients he need to make a bowl of chili. Mm-hmm. All right. Even though he's upset about that, he gonna do it for Kamala. Cause she Black. We need a woman. Yes. Then the question came up, well, why isn't she doing it right now? Well, she's a vice president. She can't do nothing. Well, she was appointed to be over the borders, and she didn't do anything. Okay. But no, that's where his mind was at. All right. So you got to stop you right there.
I got to stop you. I got to ask you a question. I want to know your big opinion on this one.
Okay.
Why are you calling her her? I thought we weren't supposed to know what genders were. Why are we making such a big deal out of her being a first female president? I mean,
right.
I don't care.
You're totally, absolutely right. Okay. Because I'm not going to play them games with her. I know, that's her gender, and that's what I'm going to stick with her. But why is she calling herself a her?
She should be whatever.
Right. She should be a them in a day.
Yeah. Well, what is it they say, Silk? It's like, let's see. I try to keep up with all this garbage, but so much of it happens, it's hard to. So you're supposed to say they, aren't you, instead of he or she?
Right, them, they,
them, something. I don't know. I can't keep up with this.
But still, here's the deal. When you talk about that, why are they so for women's rights when they don't even know what a woman is? They can't even define a woman.
Okay, on the sporting events where the boys are coming in and just beating the crap out of the girls.
Yes.
Okay, where are the bra-burning women? Where are you? All right, now I'm older than you are, so I remember in the 1960s, women were doing without bras. They were burning them. All this crap was going on. I grew up in that era. And it was just like, well, some of you look like you probably need the extra, but anyway.
Right.
But that's what they were doing. They were burning bras, and it was so where are these women now?
Exactly.
You should be so upset that a man beat the stew out of a woman.
Yes.
In front of everybody in the world.
But see, if they speak out, they lose their money. Listen, Donna, it's been this game, even down to the music industry, to Hollywood. You got to walk that straight and narrow when it comes down to the Democrats. If not, they will shun you. They will take away your livelihood if they can. They will take and say, oh, you done rape somebody or you done molest somebody. They will say something and put that story out there to destroy your character. Okay. It has always been like that for decades. It has always been like that. And that's why I looked at Robert F. Kennedy with him jumping on the Trump train.
I want to talk about him. Let's go into a commercial break. Okay. We'll be right back in just a minute. Yeah, I was a little confused about it, but I think I got myself together now. All right, we'll be right back.
Twin City Used Car Sales has been serving drivers in the Northeast Alabama area for years with a quality selection of late model used cars, SUVs, and pickup trucks. On top of our extensive selection and competitive prices, we offer professional auto financing services for used car buyers of all credit levels. Whether you've just begun your search or you're ready to secure your next vehicle, at Twin City Used Car Sales, you will drive away with the vehicle of your dreams. The sales and finance staff at Twin City Used Car Sales looks forward to serving you, and you can apply for financing online before your visit to our used dealership in Gadsden, Alabama. Check us out on the web at twincityusedcars.com or go by our location at 901 First Avenue, Gadsden, Alabama. We sincerely look forward to serving you. At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Henniger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020. We're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonsmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for two or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant. At Liberty Bank, we're all about community, whether it's to help with a charity fundraiser or help families in need. Toys at Christmas or a local football team, we're here for you. You see, we realize the importance of family. Sometimes it's to build a new home or necessary home repairs. We're here for you. If you like the feel of a small town bank with all the conveniences of a big city bank, we're here to serve you. You will find us at any of our convenient locations in DeKalb, Marshall, Etowah, and Blount counties in North Alabama. You can call and speak with any of our friendly staff at 256-659-2175 or check us out on the web at libertybankal.com. And thank you for your support of our community. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Jeff McCurdy of the McCurdy Law Firm has been a public service of this area for over 10 years. McCurdy, a member of the Henniger City Council, serves as prosecutor for the town of Sylvania and was named public defender for the city of Rainsville. The McCurdy Law Firm is located at 17326 Alabama Highway 75 in Henniger to better represent his Jackson and DeKalb County clients. If you need to be represented by a true public servant with proven success, call Jeff at 256-996-8701 or send a private email to mccurdylawfirm@gmail.com. No representation is made that the legal services performed is greater than the legal services performed by other lawyers.
Good afternoon. We're back. My name is Donna, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge Talk Show, where truth matters, even though it hurts. Ouch. But you know something? I can sleep at night, Silk, and I think you can too.
Yes.
I can, honest to God, go to sleep. So this is what I've told my son. You know, first of all, I'd just rather just be cremated. Who's going to come by and see me anyway? But anyway, I want him to tell people if there's a tombstone or something, piece of rock, whatever, put something on there that my mother did not vote Democrat ever. I mean, just put that on there. But also put it, if you can find room, put it in the 80s when Daddy Bush and Clinton ran. I actually voted for Ross Perot. Go on ahead, I'll be proud of it.
Put that there. Put that right on there. Listen, you know, of course, we understand that FedEx do not go through the graveyards to get votes, but we're finding out that dead people have been voting for years. Okay, we're finding that out, right? All right,
and we can't stop it, right? We just don't know how.
No,
but now little old Donna Feazell, send Donna Feazell a bill for $1,300. Okay,
right.
Send me one for the taxes that I owe that.
You know,
while the illegals are out there getting all kinds of money every single month, and this is one that gets me, Silk. They get their clothes washed and dried at the laundry. That makes me mad. But every time I wash a load of clothes, I think about that.
Yeah, And you have that cackling hen Kamala, the DEI presidential candidate, the one that didn't earn it. Okay, you have her now want to give what $25,000 to these illegal aliens to purchase a home. And this is the wording that they have. First generation buyers. First generation buyers. Okay. That means that if I've already bought a home, that means my grandson, he can't It's not for him. But for these illegal aliens that's never bought a home over here, that money goes to them. That's the undercover way that they're doing this, okay, or trying to do it. But it comes from we, the taxpayers. It comes from our money. So it really burns me up, especially when I see how Americans and homeless veterans are on the street sleeping on cardboard boxes while you got these illegal aliens in these luxury hotels. And that's another thing that Americans are looking at. They don't like it. They see it, they don't like it. But I really truly believe, I don't know if it's called being radical, but we're gonna have to infiltrate their systems. That's what we're gonna have to do. If we want to win anything, if we want to have our country, we're going to have to take our systems back, because they've infiltrated all of our systems, from the DOJ, the CIA, the NIH. They've infiltrated all of our systems to push their agenda on us. So we're going to have to go back in and infiltrate our own system to take it back, in my own humble opinion. That's what's going to have to happen.
Okay, I'm dying to hear what you say about this. Okay, so Phil and I are supposed to be taking a trip. We won't be here during voting day.
Okay.
I'm nervous as heck about mailing in a vote. I am very nervous. Okay, let me ask, do we just need to be here and vote in person, in your opinion? Because I trust your opinion. Do we need to do that, or do you think we're okay with mailing it in?
Okay, so it's come to this. We got to do everything that we can. What you're going to have to do is keep accountability of when you send your vote in, where did it go and who did it go to. You're just going to have to keep up with that. But I truly, truly believe that we're not going to be able to wait until voting day. We're not going to be able to do it. At one time, I was thinking, okay, we could do it all on voting day, but they already got that set up where they'll break down the machines. And then you put your vote and bucket number 3, and then they're taking allocated. So it's all a scheme. It's all a scam. But I like how Michael Lindell put it. Okay, he said, go ahead, call in and ask for them to mail you out your application. All right, have your application in hand. All right, go in to vote, because they got early voting too. Go in to vote, and if they say that you've already voted, you keep that your mailer in hand. And then it would become a fraud. You can bring in the sheriff now to investigate, because it's fraud. Who voted in my name? That's right.
Okay.
Exactly. That's
I
what
know you have the answer.
we have to learn how to infiltrate their systems. We have to learn how to undercut what they're already doing. Okay. All right. So my advice, if it was me and I knew I wasn't going to be here, vote. Go ahead and vote, but keep up with your vote. I'm pretty sure they have to have a process. There's a process so that you can keep up with your vote. And I thought it was something online that in different states that people can go. I don't know if it's in your state, to make sure that their vote was kind of the person that they wanted it to count for.
I'll have to investigate that, but thanks for bringing that to my mind. I definitely appreciate it, because I want to make sure my vote is counted. There's 2 right here for Donald Trump.
That's right.
So I want them. I could care less about anything else but the presidency. That's all I really am.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly. When I went in, I voted for the primaries. I voted for President Trump, and I voted for Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson here in North Carolina. Yes. That's it. All of them other people, that don't matter.
I could care less anymore. Until I start seeing some people have some brain in their head and a little bit of fight in them, I'm not going to vote for them.
Why am I wasting my vote on them? That's just how I feel. See, a lot of people, they think that it's the Republican. People are switching their party to vote for Trump. They're switching to Trump. They're talking about voting for Trump, not voting for Republicans.
Well, speaking of which, we have a couple of high frame here Democrats who've come over to Trump's side.
Oh, yes.
And then you've got Kennedy. What are your thoughts about that?
Okay, with Robert F. Kennedy, I say checkmate is what I say. Checkmate.
Wouldn't you love to be a fly on the wall with a bunch of Democrats right now?
Oh, that's why they're doing what they're doing. They're starting back up this lawfare. Okay, weaponizing their power to put all, do all of these different indictments and different things. Okay, that's why they're doing that. But I say checkmate for the simple fact he went and prayed about it. according to his speech, he went and prayed about this thing. He didn't use his pride to say, well, I'm going to stand right here and keep on and let Kamala win. For him, his concern, from my understanding, this is what he said, that he's 70 years old. He said he prayed for God to put him in a position to fix chronic disease, okay, to fix the poisoning of our foods and to restore natural health, all right? He said that he prayed for God to put him in that position. And he might have thought that being the president would put him in that position. But a lot of times, our ways is not God's ways. That's right. And now that President Trump understands what's truly going on and want to look into this, now RFK, he realized that this is the time. He's 70 years old, and this is the time. And that we have to do everything we can, because if the Democrats get in, he will never get the opportunity to have the opportunity to fix these issues that he know that he can fix when it comes down to the childhood vaccines and different things. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. So I thought that was incredible. Mm-hmm. I actually took and I listened to what he had to say. All right. A lot of people don't like listening to him because of the way that he talked with his voice. All right. But from my understanding, that's a vaccine injury, according to him. All right. But what I did is took the time, stopped, and I listened to him. This man is very smart. He's brilliant. It's a lot of things that we do agree on, even though there's some things we don't agree on. I don't agree on when it comes down to this climate change and throwing money at Mother Nature. I don't agree on. All right. But when it comes down to our children being free of poison and diseases, okay, hey, we agree on that. And we need for him to be in position to be passionate about it and know that he
needs to be a warrior for the kids instead of like wanting to rape them
and chop off their balls and their genitals and different things. All right, all right. So I believe that in his mind eye, it was either I be here with these Democrats and let them win and implement this, or I go ahead on, get on the Trump train, and let's see how we can work together. Like I told my audience the other night, it's no more about Democrat or Republican. It's about being an American. You got a lot of Democrats that's running off the Democrat plantations, okay? Mm-hmm. A lot of Democrats that's running off the Democrat plantation, and they're saying, wait a minute, I don't go for this foolishness that they're trying to push down my throat. I don't go for all of this stuff, okay? Mm-hmm. I don't go for the raping of children. All of these different bills being pushed to protect pedophiles. I don't care what party you are. It's about being Americans and us working collectively together to save America. That's what it's become. It's come down to. So you got a lot of independents and a lot of people that said, I never thought that I would say this, but I will be voting for Trump. Because they don't want what they've seen for the last 4 years to continue. And let me tell you something. If these sons of bastards, if they get back in, guess what? It's going to be worse. You think you can't afford some meatballs right now? Huh? Mm-hmm. You think you can't afford some milk and some eggs right now? It's going to be worse. Worse than what you see right now if they get the opportunity to continue to destroy our country. And I really feel in my heart of heart, Donna, that what we're seeing is foreign interference that have infiltrated our systems.
They're just waiting on the call
to push this stuff. All right. A lot of this stuff that they're pushing, do you know it's a violation of our Constitution? It's a violation of our Constitution. Okay, a lot of this stuff and these rules and this stuff they pushing, it was not legislated by Congress. It wasn't implemented by Congress. Congress is supposed to write the rules and write the laws.
But okay? Some Republicans allowed it to happen. Exactly. So that's why we have to really truly wake up. I'm glad that RFK really brought that out. To see how these people are censoring people. They don't want these people to be seen because they're afraid of the truth.
All right. And the
They're
same,
like crazy.
these
I
people,
mean, they treated him like I don't know what.
they treated him just like President Trump. The same set of people that run around here talk about voter suppression, talk about democracy, our democracy. These same individuals are simultaneously trying to take down their opposing opponent. Okay? They're trying to take them down by any means necessary. It doesn't matter who they are. If you're not on in their boat, they want to take you down. That's just been the bottom line.
Okay, I want to, and everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. I'm going to talk about you for an example. Okay, you're one of the few shining stars who are out there telling the truth.
Correct.
At the time, I can't think of other talk show host names, and because they're so darn liberal, it's like they're a dime a dozen. You stand out of the crowd. I mean, and that's something to be proud of. Everybody knows who Silk is.
Yes. Yes.
Everybody does. Because you're not timid about it. You're speaking the truth in plain language that looks like any dumb Democrat or stupid Republican would be able to get.
Exactly. And see, remember, at the beginning, it was Diamond and Silk. And what they tried to do is censor our voices. Okay? They try their best to censor our voices. Now people are listening. They're paying attention. Like they're going back, looking at the old videos. A lot of times I can go back right now, look at some of my old videos with my sister. And the same stuff she was talking back then is happening right now. It's relevant today. It's happening right now. So people are listening. I'm glad that people know who Diamond and Silk is. They know who Silk is. And they listen. And they're starting to pay attention. So I sit back and I know that my sister is smiling. She's smiling about this because she worked hard, all right? Despite losing the friends. Oh, hell, we didn't even have no real friends or nothing like that. It was just really her and I, all right, getting this stuff together, doing what we're doing. If anything, I lost my best friend, all right? But I'm still here pressing forward because I know that people need to be educated. You see what I'm saying? I know that people need to know about the truth, and I refuse to allow my sister's death to be in vain. I can't do that. Her number one goal was to help save America. So I got the torch, and I'm continuing on with that torch to help save America by any means necessary. We got to do what we got to do to save America. Okay? If we was able to live here, I know in our younger days, we might have had our little struggles, but it wasn't nothing like this, okay? We could at least go to school, get a car, purchase a home. Now you got people, they can't even afford rent. They can't even afford rent. So if it takes my mouth, and I'm a little bit more raunchier than Diamond, okay? If it takes my mouth to be out there educating the public, then so be it. Because if you don't open up your mouth now, guess what? They will take away the opportunity for you to be able to open up your mouth in the future.
You got the opportunity.
You better start talking now.
Opportunity right now.
Honey, you better start calling these evil bastards out right now. Not right now, but right now.
I had an interview with a guy just a couple of days ago, and he's with a college, and he was talking about how the records of students coming in are lower than they've ever been.
Yeah.
And so I asked it, this is a question, it was just burning at me, and I said, okay, is it because we all know that it costs a lot more to go to college. We know that. I said, but in your opinion, is it really that? Or is it parents who are sick and disgusted with what's happening to their kids who are going to college? I'd have to say money would be one thing, but I would have to say I wouldn't want my son going to a liberal, crazy nut college, coming back being somebody I wouldn't be able to speak to.
I think it's both. I think that it is both. People can't afford it, and then people don't even want it. So
kids come back from college, they don't even recognize them anymore.
Right. It's an indoctrination cult, as far as I am concerned, with everything that I've learned about it. Okay. But I think that it's both. I think that people just can't afford it. And I also think that people just don't want their children going there. They don't want to pay for their children to be indoctrinated with all of this nastiness that they got going on. They just don't want it. And so when we talk about school, you know, I'm even looking at our you talking about college, I'm looking at our elementary students that have to be in class and sit around with all of these mentally ill children, where they mentally ill parents allow them to dress up like rabbits or whatever they identify.
Can I put my litter box?
Yeah, like cats. That is mental, and imagine what it's doing to the regular children that see this junk. Okay, that's mentally bothering some. I guess I'm saying that word right. And it bothers me when I see it.
It's downright abuse. It is downright abuse.
It's abuse. It's mental abuse. Thank you. That's what it is. It's mental abuse on my side, because you mentally abusing me to make me think that a man can get pregnant and have a period. All right. And that you want to put tampons in a boy's bathroom like he has periods. That's psychological abuse.
I want to see a man have a period.
Oh, I want to see a man have a baby.
Okay. When you have a period and when you get pregnant, see, I was in labor 26 hours with mine. I just want him to be in labor 1 hour.
Yeah.
Then I want to see if you want to be a woman.
And then let me see. See, how do they get to shortcut to be?
That's not fair to us. Again, we're the bra burners.
Yeah.
We're the bra burners.
How can they take a shortcut and say, and then you want me to say that that's a woman, but they don't function like I do as a woman? Huh? How do they get to take a shortcut? No. I don't go for that stuff. Donna, I don't even allow individuals like that on my show for the simple fact I'm not going to play them games with you when it comes down to that. Now, if you want to have a conversation, we can have a conversation. But all of this, you know, my pronouns and all of that stuff, I don't play them games with people. I don't get down like that. So don't push it off on me. Oh, you got to respect me. Well, you gonna respect me. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not playing them games with you. So stop allowing it by being part of it, okay? And by accepting it. A lot of people accept too much junk, and that's why when they had this little skinny boy with Leah something in the swimming thing, when that first started, I spoke out loud about it. I was like, you cannot allow them to take our womanhood and disrespect our womanhood. We cannot allow that. You're going to have to speak out about it. People wanted to shut me up. I told them, you better shut it up, okay? Because I'm not going to stop talking about this thing. We cannot allow boys to be in these women's swimming group, and then you giving this boy, this, I don't know if it was a man or a little child, but I know he was a male, okay? He wasn't female. He wasn't no woman. But you're taking away the real women's awards and trophies and different things. And then when you do your magazine to talk about Woman of the Year, you put this man up there and say Woman of the Year, and you push that in our face. That's a lie. But then you want to talk about misinformation while you spreading misinformation.
Misinformation. Okay, we have about 5 minutes left in this segment, so I want to know what your thoughts are going to. I can't wait. I've got the popcorn ready. I'm ready for the debate. How's the debate going to go between cackling Kamala and Trump?
Well, you know she's already trying to change the rules.
Yeah.
Okay. She want to sit down and she want to have a cheat sheet and some notes. All right. I look at it like this, and that's the reason why she don't do press conferences, answer questions and different things. Nobody voted for her, so who does she have to answer to out here?
Are we all forgetting she was the first one kicked off the debate stage a few years ago?
Right. She have no delegates. Who she gonna talk to? Because nobody voted for her.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I really truly believe President Trump is game. Hey, right there in Chicago, she's supposed to have been there up there in Chicago for that event that they had, that town hall that they had there. She didn't show up. Biden didn't show up, but Trump showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they treated him
Mm-hmm.
rudely, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you had someone on the stage that treated him rudely, he still showed up and answered the questions. So I believe that they're going to try to do everything they can to keep Kamala from showing up. Okay. And if she do show up, I say check her ears and check her eyes. We don't know who's going to be feeding her whatever information that they need to try to feed
She'll be
her.
wearing glasses that night.
Exactly. Exactly. But I do believe, just like Joe Biden, see, if you're not in this, let me say it like this right here. I don't know if you heard of this musical group called Milli Vanilli.
Yeah.
All right. They toured around singing. Girl, you know it. Yeah, they were but come to find out they were lip singing. When it was time for them to show up and show out without the music, they couldn't sing a note. They couldn't sing the song. All right. So with them parading Kamala around like she's the next queen of Sheba.
Joy.
Right? Yeah. And this trick can't even speak. She can't even talk, can't even hold a conversation without going around and around in circles. Huh? You're going to be found out. And that's what happened to Joe Biden. And the same thing going to happen to Kamala if she shows up.
She's already been found out about. I mean, when you act like we're all a bunch of romper room kindergartners,
Yeah.
you know, we have a new word for today.
Yeah.
When you do that nonsense, my goodness, we're adults. Quit talking down to us like that.
Exactly. But see, they do that because they know they got to take and mesmerize their base. They got to keep it out there. I truly believe with my heart of hearts, she don't have a lot of supporters. There's not a lot of people.
She couldn't keep a staff. Remember that. She couldn't keep a staff of people. They were quitting like always.
I heard from out of a staff of 200 is now down to 4 people. I heard. Okay. All right.
They keep say enough.
They keep playing these games to try to make them try to make themselves appear to be something that they're truly is not. They're not. Okay. The people get to see it though, because not only do we have the left-wing media and the right-wing media, we have alternative media like you and I. We have alternative media where people are gravitating to, and they get
because we're not owned by anybody.
I'm not owned by nobody but God.
That's it.
That's it, honey.
Girl, we're going to have to call it a day. How can folks find you? You've got a big sale going on too. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Oh, honey, the sale. Well, right now the sale is gone, but right now we do have the diamond and silk memorabilia, the bobblehead dolls. We have that, and we have just a few more items because these are the memorabilia. We also have the book. Okay, we still have our book for diamond and silk. Uprising, who the hell said you can't ditch and switch? The Awakening of Diamond and Silk. That book is still available there at the diamondandsilkstore.com. Also, you all don't forget to catch me Monday through Fridays from 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central there on Lindell TV, frankspeech.com, or you could just go to diamondandsilkmedia.com to catch the show. It's still growing strong. And I mean, the viewership is way up. I am so grateful to everybody that stopped what they're doing and contribute to me, patronize me, and even look at the show. I really, really love you all. God bless you. So
we all love you right back.
Yes.
Doing what you're doing, girl. Love you bunches. Absolutely.
God bless.
And everybody, thank you so much for watching. We're going to have to call it a day. I hope you have a super duper awesome rest of the day. Bye, Silk. We'll see you later. We're honored. Thank you.
Bye.